We got a one-taker. It was a crazy, crazy day today. So I got like 4 or 5 vlogs done with voiceovers and pictures, all kinds of stuff like that. My sister's friend wanted help installing some software on her MacBook Air, so she had my sister bring it home, and I couldn't install the software because she was on 10.11 and I had to update to whatever the latest is, 10.12 or 10.13. Got the software updated, then I had to update with supplemental updates. There was a virus on it, so I had to put malware bytes on it and eliminate the virus. It was just like 10 steps to get to the simple things she wanted me to do. All sorts of stuff though. I got unpacked, did a bunch of laundry, worked on the 3 series for about, I don't know how long that took, like 3 or 4 hours, way longer than it should have. We could have done it quicker, but we were filming and taking our time with it. Alternator's done. I got the package from FCP Euro. These are all the old parts in here. So I replaced the idler pulley, the tension pulley. These are INA parts, supposedly the OEM brand. So idler pulley, tension pulley, serpentine belt, alternator, all the hardware that holds everything together, all the bolts and washers and dust caps. And that's the old alternator, which I believe is original. I don't really know how to tell. It's the AL0703X. The X may mean remanufactured. It was hard to tell when I Googled it. We had really the biggest problem was with the ground bolt here, the 17mm. So once we got it broken free, the strap, that it's an eyelet that goes around that post, and then this torques down on top of it to keep a secure connection. The cable going in here was completely seized to this surface. So we were unscrewing the bolt and the cable was twisting and deforming with it. So we tried PB blaster, we tried tapping it with a mallet. The key was putting a screwdriver right in between where the copper cable attached to here, or was seized to this nut, and then banging that with a hammer until it broke free. So we got that done, got the alternator put together, new belts. It's a little quieter up there. The AC compressor's shot, and the AC compressor pulley, that's still making a bunch of noise. But take a listen to this old alternator. Cooked. Those bearings are donezo. If this thing is really 16 years old and has 235,000 miles on it, listen. Not only is it not supposed to spin that freely, it's supposed to be pretty silent. The new one was dead silent, and you would flick it as hard as you can and it would go like 3/4 of a turn and come to a stop. And this one spins freely and makes a ton of noise. So got it in, reconnected the battery. I charged the battery. There was this orange warning label on there that said battery must be fully charged or replaced before installing alternator. If battery is bad, premature failure will occur. So I got my charger out, the one that I bought when I did the shark injector on the M5, this one from Turner Motorsport. It's a Napa whatever. And I put it on the 6 amp slow charge. When I put it on, it was reading like 12.3 volts. And in the course of about an hour and a half, it charged up to 12.7 volts or something, and it read 100%, and the light turned green. So I figured the battery was charged. We plugged it in, we started the car, and in about 2 seconds, the battery light went off. So fantastic. So that seems to have fixed that. Belts went on fine. Drove it for a little while. I had the trifecta because whenever you disconnect the battery on an E46, for some reason the brake, ABS, and DSC lights come on in orange. Once you back out of the garage, then they go off. Checked all the codes in the car, everything looks great. So far so good, success. In the little tube that connects to the alternator to cool it, which by the way, when I bought that car, the tube wasn't connected. I reconnected it as soon as I did something under the hood, but I don't know how long it was disconnected for. In that tube and inside the alternator, where the tube goes, which is this circle port here, there was a lot of debris in there, which could have caused it to overheat, which would have expedited the failure. And it was all this kind of dried flowers from weeds or whatever that got in there and clogged up the inside of the alternator. I would say there were 6 or 7 of these little pods. So we fished them out and cleaned out the tube. I took the tube out and flushed it out to make sure there's nothing that's going to get in there, and then put the tube back in. So done. But the old pulleys were spinning freely and making some noise. Yeah, that's way too easy for a pulley to spin. So got those done. If I want to make the air conditioning work better, I would have to replace the compressor as well as the pulley. and it's just, that would be too much work. A, B, too expensive, and I don't know. I use the air conditioning twice a year, and I'm pissed at it twice a year because it doesn't work very well, and it makes a groaning noise whenever it's running. But it's a winter car, it's not a summer car, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, the old belt, I have no idea if this was original or not. It says Contitech on it, Contitech, Continental, but it also has a BMW logo on it. So, I mean, is it possible that's original at 235,000 miles? And if you open it like that, you can see that it's cracked. I mean, this belt's shot. It wasn't at the point where it was going to break yet, but it wasn't terribly far from it. So it's good we got a new belt in there as well. The AC belt I didn't replace, although it didn't have any cracks on it or anything. It looked better. And why does that thing always run? That's stupid. Even when the air conditioner's off, it's always running. And when I had the belt off the AC compressor, I could take the AC compressor and spin it, and it's making all sorts of noise. It's clearly got bad bearings in there. So that's why it makes noise. But anyways, that's done. Raz and Sabrina and Kennedy came over tonight. That was really fun. I got to see them again. They've been gone for not even that long. It feels like a long time because we've covered so much ground. But it had only been like 9 days. So anyways, it is freezing cold. It's snowing. There's about a ½ inch out there. Everything's kind of white, which is lovely for the first day of spring. It's March 21st right now. This vlog is the 20th, and it's snowing. What the hell is up with that? Supposedly it was about 60 degrees a couple days ago, but that is not the case anymore. Not cool. So with that, I'm going to bed tomorrow. We're going to do some more vlogs and catch up on that. We've got a basketball game tomorrow night. Megan was down here tonight. Did I not mention that? I don't know. She came down, did some homework, hung out for a bit, had some popcorn, and then left early because she's got work early. So 2:02 a.m. I've got to get to bed. My eyes hurt, my back hurts from working on the car. So talk tomorrow, Wednesday. Good night.